All right. So here's the big thing. And I apologize for my rough videoing. I just try to showcase some of my He-Man figures. Um, Everyone's been crapping on the new He-Man Revelations. You know, I kind of was on the bandwagon first time around. Uh, the whole Tila being a spoiled brat thing just really got under my skin. Um, she was completely out of character. I honestly feel that I'm chalking it up to what they mentioned, how they fix it on the second one is that she was hurt and that's how she reacted. Okay, I can eat that. But I think it's getting a lot more hate than it really needs to get. And everyone's so scared to say anything negative because they're like, "Oh, we're going to get thumbs down or whatever." Personally, I'm just going to be straight shooter. I like it. The animation's good. The storyline was gripping. Yes. Yes, women got power on this one. And that story could have went any which way. And I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. I like how we explored how different people can take that power, use it, and abuse it. And it seems to me that everybody wants the 1980s version of Masters of the Universe. Reality, I have two complete box sets of that series, the original one and the remake of the original one. I'm not talking about 2000X, I'm talking about 80s. And, you know, I can put them on, I can watch them. They're a little hard to swallow at this point. They are. I'm sorry. I mean, they're dated, but it's still a beloved series. So, what's wrong with us coming to full fruition and updating the series and bringing it to a modern time? Don't get me wrong. I am not all about this woke stuff. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it. In fact, the She-Ra series, I liked it too. The one on Netflix, She-Ra series, I liked it, but I didn't like how they forced, and I use that term lightly, forced so much PC stuff into it that actually almost ruins the game. I said game, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm sitting in a room full of arcade machines. Hold on, I'll show you. Uh, yeah, see, and there's more around, so I apologize for that. I'm looking at it, and I said game. Anyways, that ruins the show. I thought the animation was good. The characters were lovable, but everything had to be like super woke. Everything had to be what is it called? LBG, whatever. It doesn't have to force that on everything. Sometimes just making a sequel or making a new version of something is taking the old one and tweaking it up, bringing it to modern. We're allowed to have a little bit more action, a little bit more violence in our cartoons now. So, the He-Man that could have been, like the ones in the mini comics, are now starting to show up on the actual big screen, and all we're doing is complaining. The people who are complaining, I feel deep down in my heart, they just got nothing better to do but to complain. And everybody wants to hear negative, so people give negative. I'm not going to mention names, but I watch a lot of reviewers, and I will put money on this. I can tell that they're scared to give an honest review. Now, that said, people shouldn't be scared to give an honest review. They should be enlightened to do it. And I don't make a penny off of any of the stuff I review. I know I don't put out a lot, but the reason why is because, I'm a guy who works two jobs. I have my own side thing I do, plus a full-time job. And I have a family. Well, I don't have a family, but, family, mom, aunt, grandma. I have family that I spend time with, and I just don't have the time to do a lot of reviews. And I kept going online and hearing so much negative about this. I've been a He-Man fan since I was a little boy. I'm collecting all the origins. I'm trying to collect all the revelations. I really dig that they're giving me something to root for. And just like back in the day, we didn't have options like we do now. We didn't have internet to complain. How good would He-Man have done if it was brought out now in the modern day? But with all this social media and YouTube and Gripe Central 5000, it's like everyone has an opinion, even people that shouldn't. And I say that as nice as possible because I do listen to a lot of other people's opinions and I make my own judgment based on what I hear from them. It's like, oh, well, I didn't think of it that way, but okay, yeah. And I guess what hurts me the most about all this is that, it's been since the 2000 series since we got another He-Man coming out. And the 2000 series, I liked it. I don't care what anyone says, I like it. So that's the thing. Nothing could ever give us the nostalgia of the original He-Man, but when you put that cartoon on, I guarantee you that nostalgia it gets old a little quick. I mean, I've watched them over and over and I still watch them. It's just, we got to be willing to accept the new era of stuff. And I'm not saying accept what they did to that She-Ra cartoon. Like I said, I liked it, but in the end, no, they could have done without tweaking it that much. I like some of the tweaks they made, but there was a lot I didn't. But overall, I still watched it. It was a decent cartoon. Same thing with this He-Man one. Yeah, there are a couple things in there I really don't care for. I would love to see more of Ran-Man. I'd love to see some Mechanic. Fisto and Clamp Champ being off right away, that's kind of but then I thought, well, if they opened up the Subternia and they brought Orko back, I mean, it's possible to them because Skeletor didn't destroy their souls. He sent them to Subternia. So with that said, it's like possibilities are there. And getting a little bit more into it, original 80s version, from what I understand by watching reviews and research, that Hordak was going to be part of the Masters of the Universe series, not the She-Ra series. But they needed a bad guy. Hordak was already established, so they went ahead and shoved him in the She-Ra series, making him the main protagonist against She-Ra. So okay, fine. All right, and then the 2000X series, they hint super hard. They defeat the Snake Man at the end, and they hint super hard that, Hordak and the Evil Horde coming back. And I love the animation artwork that they did for him. It was pretty good. I liked it. And then that series got canceled. And now, at the end of this one, Skeletor and He-Man, he finally gets the power of Grayskull. I mean, it's like he's been after it the whole time in the 80s version. And this is where they say it continues on part of that, because it's also a continuation of the 80s, and it seems like the comic books. I've seen some comic book references in there, too, as includes mini comics. There is a part he does say, this, what do you say, demon from another dimension would never think he would see, or something like that. And, on the other ones, they make it sound like, he's Randor's brother, Keldor, till he gets his face burned off. And this one, he comes to Eternia like that. So, okay. There's some tweaks here, tweaks there, but I like them because they're still kind of canon. They went with certain plots. Gotcha. But at the end of this one, they also hint at the Evil Horde. And as good as the 2000X series look, and as good as this series looking animation-wise, and I'm going to say this, and you guys are going to hate me, but the fact that they are willing to kill off people to give that shock value in that, oh, wow, anything can happen. I think that this series could have a lot of potential moving forward. Everybody jumped its gun real soon. It's like the first one, you're like, well, it's all about Teela and it's about Evil Lyn. And it's like, well, yeah, Teela loved He-Man. She was into him. We all know that from the beginning to the end. And Evil Lyn loved Skeletor. Beginning to end. And she made it sound like she didn't in the second version, or second part of season 1. But in reality, you could tell she was mournful in the beginning of the season. So, it's established there. So yes, being the main protagonist of Skeletor and He-Man not being in the first half of the season. Keep in mind, we're only on season 1. First half, 5 episodes, ain't nothing. They should have been a little more lenient. Like, okay, these are the people who, admired these men the most. And you say, oh, they're putting them down and all of a sudden. No, they're hurt. They're hurt and beat down. These people, they've been battling through all the 80s, supposedly, and like, obviously not time-wise through the 80s, but been battling for so long. And all of a sudden, they're both gone. All the magic of Eternia has dwindled to nothing. And it's going to affect these people. Teela, it affected her. It destroyed her. She became isolated emotionally, and you could tell that through all the episodes. Completely emotionally isolated. She then, like, you could tell the only person she was close with was Andra. See, another example, they changed her ethnicity. That don't bug me. She's still girl. She's still part of Teela. They give her a little different background. I think she was supposed to be like some sort of head guard or something in the old mini comics, but in this one, they found each other outside of the Royal Guard, and it's fine. It's fine. In the end, sorry, spoilers. I know I should have said that earlier, but in the end, they had in the end, it's Teela's new sorceress. She can leave it. Everyone got mad because she can leave the castle. No. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. And there was times where the sorceress left the castle and she was in human form, which, they never explained those parts. Whatever. Maybe she could, maybe she couldn't. I don't know. I mean, I've seen mixed canon, and that's what kind of like throws everything off. But it's like they're pissed off. Oh, now she's the most powerful sources. It's like, Anne? She was born into magical powers and then absorbed magical powers. So she's a little bit different of a sorcerer. They telling her to let go of everything. Okay, well, she don't want to let go of everything. So now they take it as, oh, she does whatever she wants. No, she made a decision and it's cool. Why does everybody seem to get so upset when a woman has a little bit of power? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a feminist. I do read into the red pill stuff a little bit, but I think people are taking this show way out of context. Instead of just enjoying a good story and a good ride, it's like everyone's nitpicking and shredding it to pieces. I don't know nothing about Kevin Smith's true intentions or any other this stuff. I understand when they talk about how, like I said, like She-Ra, how they tend to want to manipulate and change it up to make it more modernized, PC, all this other stuff, so they can attract a hip crowd. Well, let me make it real clear. It's cool that you're trying to do that, but it's not cool either. It's cool, like, okay, let's take this new one. It's cool, the animation. Look at that. Dead on, man. Love it. There's a lot of characters I was shocked that we haven't seen yet. And it's like characters I want to see story time, I want development with. It just hasn't happened. We spent so much time focusing on all these people, and it's like in the end, all I really want to see is my old cartoon be revised, and it's like getting there. We did this Savage He-Man and Skelegod and Dark Evelyn, and it's just like, okay, they're cool, but let's not forget the characters that kept this thing alive and started it all. Beastman got turned into some dog and fell down a hole. Okay. You want to get more technical, fell down the Jawbridge's chasm. Okay. I mean, I know this stuff. Trust me, I'm a big collector. Everything that you're seeing up there is not even a drop in the bucket. That's just everything up there is doubles. Doubles, except for obviously the Snake Mountain. It looks like Beastman is sniffing Snake Mountain's head up there. He fell down. Okay. It happens to the best of us. Anyways, long story short, I really wish people would give this cartoon a chance with an open mind. Quit reading reviews. Quit going online listening to how everyone hates it, because some of these people, and not all of them, some of them are genuine fans that have opinions. But 90% of these people, they're doing it because it gets a lot of clicks and reviews, which makes them money. I understand that. These people got to make a living. But unfortunately, they're trashing a franchise because a lot of these people did not grow up with this stuff. I hate to say it, but a lot of these people might have gotten into it later. I grew up with it. I was born in 83. Okay? I've had these toys for so long. I got the original stuff, a good amount, not a lot. And Origins completely got just about every character there is, just about every character in Revelations. Revelations figures are really nice. The Origin figures are great throwbacks. I do like the Revelations animation series. I do. And I honestly feel that just like in 2000X and just like in 98, it's like it's almost like a curse. You try to introduce the evil horde to Masters of the Universe, something's going to happen, because I got a good feeling that there ain't going to be a next season because of the way people hate on things so bad. And I honestly feel that oh god, sorry. It's hilarious. I feel like here we go. Third time's a charm. They're not going to make season 2 that was just like in our face about the evil horde. And I was like, dang it. When am I going to see Skeletor, He-Man, and Hordak just go at it on a devoted Masters of the Universe? Not a She-Ra, but a Masters of the Universe. What really kills me is that you guys that tear apart this animated series, you still accept that movie that came out in the 80s. I have it. I'm a collector. I have it. And if somebody I want to leave my house, like, hey, you've overstayed your welcome, I'll put that bad boy on and, oh yeah, shoo, look at the time. It's time to go home. I mean, I can't even watch it. It's that bad. I mean, it's another classic, like the Resident Evil series, which we're not going to get into that right now, but it's a real classic. Like, you have the story. Oh, why are you making a new one? Why are you reinventing the wheel? A round surface rolls a lot better than a triangle or a rectangle. And you try to get by with a square, still don't work. So, I don't know. I'm probably not going to post this. We'll see. It's just a rant. I don't know. One thing I would like to say, though, is I support this. And like I said, I'm a big collector. And I get excited for all the new stuff coming out. And I don't want this Revelations to be a nail in the coffin. So it's like we got 2 new cartoons. You know, the other one isn't shabby. But the way I look at it is the other one is like He-Man for kids. And the Revelation is more like the He-Man for adult collectors. And I believe the 2000X was like a little bit of both. It's like it had its moments like, ugh. And then it had its moments like, that's pretty dark. It's pretty serious. So, I don't know. Well, I'm going to cut it off right there. I think I went on long enough. If you guys any want me to interview or review anything that I have here, just let me know. I got Ninja Turtles, Transformers, He-Man. Got a lot of stuff. Video games galore. I'm always looking for recommendations. That way I can have something to focus on, because it's a little wildy-eyed in here. All right, everybody. This is Odious signing out. Peace.